as Virtus.pro maneuver around long. He has a flank timing available and he'll take it.
And he knows this. No one's even considering it right now. This could be huge for Axel. This could be massive. Oh, come on, buddy. He's had some really shaky games as of late as this guy. Just going to collect the 1 kill for free, and VP now know that their backline is corrupted. Axel, you wonder what that could have been if he was around there just a few seconds sooner. But no time to think about that now.
James has to lead from the back, but they're in no hurry to commit here. You'll see the bombs going back down connector, and Cloud9 have realized this. They early rotated. They've started to drop Hobbit back towards the lower site. Perfecto baits him in, but the Julies fall short. He needs to get out of dodge. Cloud9 still hold the advantage, but for how long?
Yeah, bomb plant in. Cloud9 might try and swarm this. 2 players down in the water, and Axel throwing himself up through short. They deal with Norbert. They're spamming down Fame, and he's left in this one all alone. Oh, God. A lot of targets, and they will just run him down. It's a nice, clean pistol to open up overpass for Cloud9. Hobbit's going to be that first point of contact. He dodges the first flash. Second one will catch him, but he's out with a kill before that. And this should just be a bit of a non-starter of a round for VP. Sure, they're giving that one fight there, but on the spam, the next man knocked out as Hobbit looks to finish the job. A lot of damage to James, and he's not going to save this time. Cloud9 crunched down upon that VPB play.
Might want to see that traded out. Flip will take it instead. James puts his to use, though. All right, there's a chance. Boomich has his AWP as well. He's out at long. Hobbit traded in mid, but your take trades at this point for VP. It just arms more and more players. Guns at the floor. And Boomich in a very tricky position.
He's in like the kind of swing point of the round here, right? It's all based on how successful Boomich can be as they're maneuvering around him in the toilets. Falling back is not an option. With that shot missing, at least he connects the second time, but they're getting closer. And Norbert hounds him down.
It just hurts, man, to watch Cloud9 AWP.
Electronic.
Oh, he doesn't know.
Gonna throw his hat into the ring. But Mir, the hat collector.
He'll see this.
There we go. There's the info. And VP, very good at doing a lot with little.
Needs to be clean here. Don't want to lose another player to this, but they're so aware from that spot. And great turn for Fleet. Just runs straight into the A site, knowing Perfecto is still down at B, being kept there by Norbert's utility.
He felt like he had to bear the brunt of getting that opener, and he succeeded in that fact out through mid.
Big money-making round for Virtus.pro too. 3 surviving is great. They're going to make use of every single penny.
You imagine they wanted just trying to avoid this this con M4, as you point out, right? You hear it spam off a couple of shots. And so the whole round kind of gravitates to how do we let Perfecto do nothing here? The aggro out towards short, nets a couple of kills for Perfecto. Hobbit's crossed with them in the smoke, and so now he's in their backline. That's the bomb, getting away from VP. Still plenty of time left here, 50 seconds on the clock. Flit's got a player trapped in at the sandbags, and he just wants to collect this, but Boomich gets away. So now Hobbit, bomb to play around. One man still unaccounted for. That's Fame, and that creeping fear in the back of your mind that he could be right behind you, but you tell yourself there's no way. However, he is. And so Hobbit gets backstabbed. That's the AWP away from them, and suddenly it's all on Boomich. Bomb will get retrieved. It will have to follow through onto the B play. Right now, Boomich has a 1v1 here, and he's going to go looking for it. Winning that out, it leaves it on Fame. Won't be able to get across, might have to win this one with the fight. The Molly playing ahead of it is Boomich, and Fame taps him out of the round, saving the day for VP. That hero M4 round for Cloud9 coming down to the wire.
It's so chaotic, but VP thrive, and now they change the pace. I love this cool full B rush. The last thing Cloud9 expect, the Molly is so late, it won't do a thing. They're already through. Perfecto gets away with one. It's a messy spray and a deep smoke. Hobbit has a huge gap. He'll exploit it. That smoke, if anything, is a benefit to Cloud9. 4-on-2. The B rush gets the wind sucked out of it.
It's going to start making his way up towards the toilets. Meanwhile, James in this fight here will overcome Hobbit. And so that's going to keep the pressure applied on Cloud9 down here towards B. Suddenly, Boomich is left kind of spotting the top site.
He's trying to force a shot so James can push.
Catches the flash, but no one peeks on the back of it. Boomich just dancing, wiggling here, hoping he can keep their attention focused in on this AWP to allow his teammates a bit of an easier time up the bankside. But Boomich falls. Jame armed with the AWP, his weapon of choice. He tries to show him how it's done, but it's just the tag to Electronic. And so Cloud9, Hobby AWP Boomich here, taking on Jame, one of the certified legends. Easier said than done. And even though he nails the first kill he's given, the trade is immediate. That double-layered peak deals with the AWP.
A is free.
If Axal can offer up some resistance here, there's still a bit more fight in Cloud9. VP, do they want to follow through on this A play? All these seconds slowing down are giving time to the flank to come in, and it will succeed on its way up through connector. Only Flit left standing, trying to come in on this backstab, but Axal has his wits about him. As his teammates clear out the toilets, he directs his attention to the back line. Axal, he's been in a lot of these swing positions, and usually that's actually a bit of a letdown for this Cloud9 squad, but today, Axal's rising to the occasion. He nails Norbert coming up through short, and that's now the bomb away from VP. And look at the immediate rotate for Cloud9. They waste no time. They pull everyone up and over. That means they want to fight for this bomb. They can't deal with VP grabbing it and being able to slow the round down, so they've got to go for the bomb control. And right now, it's working wonders. A clean round out of Cloud9. And once again, it's a real team effort. Everyone pulling their weight there.
Because think about the last time we saw VP in that kind of position where they were in a 2-on-4, but they had the bomb. Think about what position they got in with it. They took A, they forced Boomich back with the AWP, they got a bomb plant, and they got Jame in a very winnable 1-on-2. You give them an inch, they'll take a mile. Cloud9 have an opportunity, they seize it with both hands.
There was a world where these flanks arrived just way too late to the round to even get to play into it. And that kind of 30-second grace period, will that let VP down? As it's let Axal get close, Perfecto plucked out over the boost. Axal now arrives. They learn about him the hard way. Gets out with one. Jame looks to try and deal with it. Fame and Norbert light up the rest, and it's a bit of aggression in the post plant after the fact from VP. Finally, they break on through this streak of 5 that Cloud9 have been able to muster.
Good awareness of how Cloud9 were going to come in on retake. Going with the boost first. Jame was already holding for it. Double nades. Watch out. Good pause for Perfecto. They're going to pop through the smoke, though. That's such a good play for VP. Perfecto caught in no man's land, but he still gets 2 kills out of the anchor position. 3-on-3. Bomb makes it in. Jame holding the big flank, but Axal's crept in on short. He reveals his position. This bomb's not getting planted with ease.
Perfecto's just giving Cloud9 a golden ticket with that double kill right there, right? And so now they actually have a fighting chance in this retake. Axal, mad lad, threw the Molotov over at short, but nailed by Jame. It's left to Boomich on this AWP. Survives the first shot, but will not survive the second time around. Not versus Jame. 2 in a row to close for Virtus.pro as they sit just 4 behind Cloud9. But now they've got a real uphill battle if they want to bounce back against Cloud9 here. A Cloud9 that do look in form.
It's a battle down under. 6 players in the connector here, and the Julie's tucked in. This couldn't be better for Virtus.pro. They're ready to go as Cloud9 creep into the crosshairs. Flit and Fame combine for all the kills, and that pistol round is dead as a doorknob. Cloud9 make a turn back into that B bomb site. And actually getting a bomb plot will be massive here. You want to see Norbert really fight for this. Boomich is bringing that package in. Can Flit stop him as well? You'd like to think there should be no bomb plant allowed, but good utility usage. Still going to allow Flit to fight, and he'll stop that bomb in its tracks. Electronic jumping in towards the pit to grab it, but they will surround him and hound him down. 1v3 for the ex-captain of Cloud9. He's going to take his chances with a 1v1 in the upper site. Doesn't know Jame's here. He's bomb out right now. Jame's not going to run at him. Plant coming in, and the money is made. This is a win for Cloud9. Anything else is just a bonus.
As you say, he doesn't know about Jame behind, but right now he wins that first one. Jame's going to close the net just in time. He stops that getting any more exciting. Electronic certainly had the ball rolling there on something. Meandering up through the toilets. It looks like they're trying to make a good bit of noise here, hoping to spook VP, and if they can finish off Fame, that will put some pressure on the upper site. And now these players down on short start to make their moves, start to creep in on the back of the A contact, and they get the reward for it. One man still alive in the monster, but Electronic flushes him out with the hero AK. Mir makes it down here, but Mir's been a non-factor across this map so far, and that's set to continue with another blinder from Electronic. It's back-to-back 3Ks.
Cloud9 are all the better for it. 9-5. James, no guarantees here, buddy. They're right around the corner. There's another one in spawn. Ooh, will he go swinging? It will be fine. The rifle's kept on. But that is really all you're going to get.
Ends up not being the case, but he's content with just not giving away an early kill. Fame over here in middle. This whole kind of position hinges on timings, and if you miss them, that's what ends up happening. Electronic and Boomich with kills apiece. They're taking B while they're also taking mid. Cloud9 are hitting everywhere all at once, and VP are not ready for it. James here's the rotate back. He's in with the backstab here. This one. Oh, he wants to make some money.
Oh, no!
No! Hobbit cuts him down when James goes for the knife.
The turn. He had the back right there ready for him, and then Hobbit switches to look divider.
Oh, it's greed, the ultimate sin. That's what catches up to him right there.
Oh, that one, that's going to hurt, man. That's going to hurt a lot. He even let the bomb go. He didn't know it. Boomich ran back. That was the bomb. To think he could have dropped it. They're still going to come back up mid, but Mir's not winning this one. It's just damage duty right now. Survival. And will they allow it? I would guess no. Perfecto closes, and another round for Cloud9 added to the many in their pocket. And the impact for Electronic in this T side cannot be overstated. He has had some fantastic entries into this B bomb site. What a reassuring game, considering. Oh, why'd you do us like that? The turn. Oh. You understand why he goes for it. He's the AWPer, he wants the money. He's not winning the round. But man. And they have the time to win this round.
There's one additional smoke on Flit. If he can get that in before they hit, but won't look like it. They go barreling through these smokes. Flit's head's on a swivel. Good for two. It's a pretty sequence, but is it enough to hold out hope in the round? Mir in the pit. Misses the spray on the UMP. And now fast up through the short side. Bomb gets away from them. They've got to get this planted, but it's safe from short. No impact to be found from James AWP yet. Fame in with the backstab. James bought out of the round, and now it is just Fame left in this one. Perfecto, the man to beat, and he's right at home down on this B-bomb site. As they come out monster, he did or does what he did all first half long, which is mow them down and not even look that uncomfortable while doing it.
That was an excellent fake footstep as well from Perfecto. He runs back to short like he's going to escape the fight and then just re-swings the FAMAS. Cloud9 are confident, they are brimming, they are glowing, and that's another multi-kill entry into B for Electronic. His third in the half as well. We finally see this capable rifler show his face when it matters most here for Cloud9, and VP have been absolutely trounced in this map. Electronic wants to end it in style.
Oh, he's just been so... He hasn't been tested at all over towards B. He's been having the time of his life running out monster and just racking up kills. Hobbit even down in con, 1 for 1. You'll take it. You spot James there. You maintain this advantage on the back of that double push. Only Mir left inside of the B side. Flit's aggro out through short has got the bomb away from Cloud9. But they've still got ample time to play with here. Boomich backstab, didn't seem aware that they could have got that deep.
He hurt them. Comms must have been too loud. And suddenly Cloud9, well, VP won this round from a similar position on their T side. Let's see if Cloud9 can do the same.
Oh, Electronic goes hunting, finishing off his job of getting the B entries. That's both the B players now dead. Brushed aside by Electronic. Now he's got to go back. It's not enough for him to be the round opener here. He's got to be the closer as well. James fall blind, but no peek on the back of that flash. Still, it's all Electronic right now, trying to put a bow on this game. Only Flit left in it. He had a lovely sequence in the last round, but it wasn't enough to win it for VP, and it won't be enough here and now. Cloud9 against the grain, mop up Virtus.pro without even breaking a sweat. Way to play up against these James-led teams. That's a Cloud9 do that now. After not getting contact in mid, they go hunting down through dark, and they flush out James, who's now going to try and call his way to success from beyond the grave here.
And the rest of his team have to lead the way back into the round. Perfecto, a jiggle from the pillar. Goes back for a little bit more. He has no support right now, and they're coming his way.
Oh, one kill. Very fancily done from Perfecto. And now the rotates come streaming out through the heavens. It's the dual Berettas of Electronic that look to be the nail in the coffin. Norbert, he's got to be lightning fast here, both in getting this bomb planted and then in the 1v2, and it should never even make it that far. Axel just runs him down while he's plugging in those numbers. And now A was left open to accommodate this double mid setup early on, and Cloud9 are aware of that as they peel back in. They know that there could be players in main, and they will look to deal with this faster hit from VP, who run through this main side, get into the site. They're going to get that bomb planted. James to get off of it for a moment, but he's rewarded with a kill, and a 3v3 sets in over the B side, but not for long. Mir and James battle back with the limited weaponry between the two of them. They found an advantageous position here. It's all eyes on Electronic dropping in. He's got 3 bullets to try and do this, and James ends it with the no-scope. So a bit of an upset early on here for Virtus.pro, something they weren't able to rely on that previous map. They come through with the force.
Immediately on trades, but then there's a team dink from behind, and it all just kind of comes crumbling down. Good post plant bait for Mir in main, and James is able to hit his shots, or just come back to him and go for an execute. Flick can trade this kill, or just bait for Fame. He needs to be ready, and Fame with the jiggles hits his head. Where's Flick? There he is. Dead is Boomage. A fantastic setup for VP, afforded by the smoke molly combo that pushed C9 back, and now there's a split in this site.
Electronic has to do the heavy lifting. He had a fantastic game back on overpass, backstand, but can't capitalize. And so they flush out the point man of Cloud9. Virtus.pro onto a winner here. 4-1 up with great positions taken all across the map to kind of tee them up for that A split, and they're even going to remove the M4 right at the close.
It's more like it from Mir. Very quiet game, very quiet tournament.
But I think that's good, because once everyone else gets comfortable, I think that's where you're going to see James, you know, have that step up in performance again, right? He's just kind of making sure everyone's up to speed, everyone's feeling safe and secure in their spots. This round now, he's just denying the peek out of Ivy, which makes this 3-man B stack feel like only 2, but they rise to the occasion with the first few kills. Locking out VP. This is getting really awkward really quickly. Mir tries to be the hero, but he's low on health, and he might just look to leave. They're running onto... Oh my god, they're stuck on each other, and that's going to force them back into the Deagles, back into the pistols. James is spammed out. That is peak awkwardness for VP.
That's a tilter.
They get lit up by the Deags as they're coming out through main. Jay misses a lot of the timings on those AWP shots. Never even really gets to fire it off.
Yeah, I think the false confidence as well, as you said, of having that player trapped in Ivy. What the intention is, if there is one. Axel burning, blinded, Boomage missing, and they're in the site.
Yeah, this is kind of awkward for Cloud9. They put a lot of resources into trying to take mid early, and so that's left them with some vulnerabilities, and those vulnerabilities, the soft white underbelly of Cloud9 being exposed. And even though Electronic does deal with James, he's super wounded in that fight, and they can't justify attempting this one. VP have done a great job of finding the gaps on the back of Cloud9's aggression.
But if they find the kills, it's going to completely stop a rebuy for Cloud9. Even one frag here might have consequences. Electronic wins his, Perfecto wins another, and VP won't send any more men into the fight here. They need their own money as well. Cloud9, as far as a lost round goes, it's best case scenario.
You're sort of seeing the protocols here, right? When they don't get that fight in common, they don't get that early pick, they're going to group, they're going to start to lean back over towards A, and that's exactly what they're doing now. That's what they've done in a lot of these rounds gone by. This time the adjustment, Cloud9 have this second player ready and raring to go, and Electronic fighting for this main control. Suddenly there's a bit of onus.
Do they want to give this a go with 15 almost on the clock? Nades getting thrown in, nothing left. It's up to the gunfights.
Yeah, 10 seconds. They're not winning this one. Bomb cut loose over in main, and 3 strong in the B site for Cloud9. That quick adjustment to pull Electronic back over towards A. But it's not enough yet to say that it's the commitment. However, it will be from Virtus.pro. They come through main, they try to take Dark. Locked out is the first man by Hobbit. Perfecto wrestling with the AK. Gives us even more. And so that attempt to split B, 5 players here running into a 2-man hold, is held back by Hobbit and Perfecto. Good counter util out of Hobbit down in dark to put a stop to that push. And Perfecto looks real clean with it. Having to just carry that spray on for the double. A non-starter of a round for Virtus.pro.
Still trying,
unless
though.
they can find this way in now.
Oh, the bait set up. Oh, Axel getting caught. Still shouldn't be a worry, you want to say. The orb should be able to stop the cross. Boomich commits. He knows one shot wins it. And even though it's a miss, Electronic saves the day instead. This orb is not hitting a shot in this series. It's hurting to watch. My goodness, it doesn't matter the Cloud9 are winning rounds. You wonder why the hell they're buying this weapon. It's actually painful. That was a round made for Cloud9. Ugly start for Perfecto, recovered very, very well. And Electronic has kept up his form from the previous map, currently top of the server again. Boomich goes wide, this time for the fight. 3B start, an early, I say execute, there's not a single bit of utility for this B here. They're just going to flood in.
Double Dark can get awkward here up against the pistols, and that dink landing immediately is actually a big problem. Now these Dark players are left fighting at incredibly close ranges, and VP don't even have to give them these fights. They'll instead lob in that smoke from Perfecto's body.
No way it's done.
And they've used that to lock Cloud9 out of the round. The temple push nails Electronic, and so this sudden uppercut, this sudden pace change, the contact nature of it does catch Cloud9 by surprise.
All right, go on. This is going to have to be very last second here. They've got kits available. Smoke goes out onto the site. Hobbit's spamming his, but surely no way you're winning this with under 15 seconds left. They jump through. Someone just has to get on that bomb right here, right now. It's a good plant. It's not ready for VP. They can't find it. Down on CT side, and Norbert wins another with the pistol. It's going to be everyone dead, it feels, but VP get away with a nonchalant round. They come in with pistol armor, not a speck of utility.
See, I just think, like, big picture, that round's been a while in the making, hasn't it, right? With all the attention that's been put on these fights over towards the T-stairs and for this dark control, the last thing you were ready for was for a 5-man contact play out through main. VP know that they've been running double dark. They used that against Cloud9, and this round, they look to retake the ownership of the connector. Fame lines up a blinder, and Norbert, exploding out through the main side, is able to deal with Perfecto. Axel's got no place, no part to play in how this round plays out.
An exit that VP will find. It's a dominant T side. We couldn't get it on overpass, but it will be allowed here on Anubis. Waking up just when they needed to. Jame will close it, and Virtus.pro are here to play, trying to avoid elimination from the play-in of Katowice. But this isn't a hit, at least intended.
If one thing's been very clear, it's the VP are super prepped, so even in this pistol round, a solid idea for what they want going on, and Flip pulls the blade! Ends up dealing with Boomich, and now it's only Axel left standing. Beautifully put together from Virtus.pro.
Wow.
They even make out like bandits with a knife kill. They pick up the pistol in this second half. In that first half, it was Cloud9 to win it, but they immediately ended up falling down versus the VP force.
The value of that A main smoke as well is it allows all of VP to fight the middle.
Oftentimes, this is a nice fight. However, Jame finds this angle over the top. Gonna play in tandem with Norbert in at the back, and the two of them here is a powerful setup. Cloud9 learn about it the hard way. Often a nice way to go about trying to harass that B site. With the left side smoke down, you remove a lot of options, and the aggression keeps coming through for VP. They get a fight there, but it's not without, you know, some gain. Swing in middle. I mean, you just saw 3 players there, so Fame is at least ready to get fought here, but will that make it? Oh, that's awkward for Axel.
Yep.
Just misses the timing, but still gets out with the kill. Jay moves in. I think up until now, he's been very focused on managing everyone else, but here it's all about Jame and what he's able to do.
You saying it's Jame time? You might be right. He's made the wrong gamble. Bomb's not committed. You wonder if Cloud9 will ever pull out of this hit. Right now, VP don't even have the full info. There's only Electronic actually in. Flitz knife out, thinking this is a fake, getting inside of the smoke. And this could go very, very wrong for him. Him and Electronic are back to back, and neither of them even know. Flitz going to find out.
Oh my God.
He's going to find out.
They're next to each other. They're next to each other right now. Oh, he's seen him. He's seen him. That one's free. Flair has a chance to do something here. It's a lot of damage. And it makes it a little easier for the pistols, but the rest of the gang start falling like flies. And this one breaks into a 3v3. Cloud9, do they want to follow through? Do they want to stick to their guns? It will mean getting past this three-man stack. A good nade onto Fame. And they don't look committed just yet, but time is of the essence here. They can sneak for a moment. Nice. Noise has got to be made eventually, and they'll just start running it up towards the connector.
Ooh, big damage. But knows he's got this fight guaranteed. Can take it when he pleases. He looked very confused there where Axel had gotten to.
Norbert's having to watch both his back and his front.
Now they hear it.
So now they know it's out to remain. Great damage on that initial bit of util from Norbert. Can he offer anything else in this round? He's smoked off and brushed to the wayside. There's a fight down here for Con. It's 1-for-1 out of Fame. Boomich returning from the temple, but it's Flit on the backstab to make contact next. Boomich hears the footsteps up through CT. They're right here. Swinging on out. Can't quite find it. An awkward duel for the man at the helm of Cloud9. And Axel perishes next. Perfecto backs up into the JMAWP. Virtus.pro. They have clearly done their homework here.
Yeah. Even though that flank down Canals looks like it's going to be VP's undoing, because it means they don't have anyone really at B. Norbert's smoked off, as you say. It just gives them such a good timing. Going to go back to what's been working, these A splits.
Oh, that shot fired off.
Oh, dear.
Kind of throws Mir's mental timer off. Axel, great opener, but swiftly returned to from Jame, who now finds his flight or fight going off. Going to take a bit of room over towards main, trying to make it so he doesn't have to worry about that back line anymore. But there is a player here, back turn, Perfecto moving in for the kill. Timing is everything. Jame will start to consider this eventually, and the time is nigh, but Perfecto finds him. Still has an awkward 1v2 to embark upon. Trades out that AWP for a Galil. Made into the heavens, one more smoke to try and complicate matters. VP trying to tie this one together with a double swing on that plant. Perfecto taps it, but he doesn't get the peek he's hoping for. VP anticipate the fake. And so they don't give him this engagement yet. Swinging out from the heavens, nice. Does hand one to Perfecto. This guy has been a rock in some of these anchor positions. Now it's in the clutch that he's got to come in for Cloud9 to deny match point to Virtus.pro. On what is often the home map of this team. And it's King Norbert on the other side to go against, who hits the perfect timing. He is in a flow state right now, and he shuts out Perfecto. This is a great game from Norbert. He's been selfless across the board as well, willing to give away these rifles, play with a pistol in the force buy rounds. And he even adds a little clutch to the tally now.
Yeah, calls his bluff on 2 fakes, walks on the 3rd one, and just beautiful timing for Norbert. No hurry. And that will shut out Cloud9. Just Boomich on a rifle, and he has had a cold and quiet map himself. Oh my goodness, Electronic always finds a way. There's an AWP.
But still, he's been able to deliver that opener, and I mean, hell, that was his whole aim of the game back on Overpass. The entries from Electronic were stellar, so maybe that can try and bring Cloud9 back into the fold. Hobbit does it with the tech. Perfecto follows up on the Deagle. Mir backed into a corner here, but a missed shot from Hobbit's AWP, and that missed AWP shot might just be the undoing for Cloud9. It crumbles around them, and it's Virtus.pro to pull that one back. 2 players left standing, and a missed AWP once more from Cloud9 seals the deal on Anubis, and the score instead will be settled on Ancient.
Yeah. So many players This will not be easy for Virtus.pro. The smoke goes out for Donut. A lineup ready, jumps over the Glocks. It's Axel spamming away, and him and Electronic will already put this one to bed, to rest, and everything in between. It's lights out for VP. Only Flit remaining, and wow, what a shot for Electronic. If he can keep up the form that he started Overpass with, especially on that T side, then C9.
They even had Flit watching for it earlier on from lane. There's the opener for Norbert to propel them in. James waits for that flank. He was aware of that, and no one had any idea that was coming through. VP moving on in, trying to make this retake happen, but it's really down to the wire. Boomich on the swing, can't get it done.
No kits.
So hopping on the defuse is Mir. Gonna hold and pray. It's going to come down to the wire for VP, as it often does, but just shy of defusing that bomb. Means Cloud9 might win the round, but at what cost? It's very expensive. Everyone falls.
Full smoked out by VP
I
instantly.
love this.
Cloud9 don't care, they rush B.
Yeah, real change of pace. VP certainly not ready for it. Good spam damage done, and suddenly Norbert has lit them up with the 5-7 from long. Norbert has delivered a real saving grace to VP here. It was looking dire. Mir on the spam does loads of damage. Electronic is hurting right now. And so VP try to finish what Norbert started. Not every day you're gifted a 3K like that, and they want to do good on it. Just perfecto, and he is run down. A stellar way for VP to take it. That is lights out from Norbert on the long side.
Incredible round for Norbert, but I just love it. A little detail there for Fame. VP are such a system team, and it feels like players never play for themselves. But he sets up his team for a trade. He's not thinking about his own timing on a flank. He's thinking about the team and closing on Cloud9, and that they do. Winning an eco like that, VP now start to pick up the pace. Pop out mid for Cloud9, a player in the smoke ready to trade, and they even won the B fight from Cave as well. So 4-on-2 in the blink of an eye, and it's going to get better for VP.
Boomich quaking in his boots here. Didn't work out well for anyone else who tried to get past Virtus.pro, and it's not going to work out for Boomich. James domes him through the wall.
And then they go for a mid-pop, both pacey rounds shut out by nice setups for VP. Flick getting flash for Heaven fights.
As great as we've seen Electronic look throughout this series, this is asking way too much of just one man. So he's not able to buy any time on this Red Room flank. Instead, just knocked out right away by the JMA WP, then tees up his teammate with the flashbang over the site. And look at the minimap, man. VP, all across this round, have just been chasing down these focal points that Cloud9 have looked to move through. Plant will still come in, and now they look to battle back for some control, but Long's left open. Perfecto deals with it. It's all on Mir now into the 1v1, and it's Boomich on the other side. Holds for the fight, tries to win it with the AK, and will succeed. Boomich doesn't play safe, doesn't play around that bomb. He brings the fight to Mir.
Crab walking in the middle of the open. No pre-aim on there for Mir. How can you expect it? And that is a fantastic round for Cloud9 to close out in a 3-on-5 pre-plant with 10 seconds. Boomich and Hobbit are just fighting for the site, and they kill all those rotations. That felt like, it almost looked like Cloud9 were going to save.
Oh, Hobbit. He's the guy responsible for cutting down these rotates. Won't get to play into the fight on Jane, but he's meant to deal with the rest. They deal with Boomich. But that's the only kill to come up in favor of VP, and there's Hobbit getting activated in the backline. That's exactly what he's got to do. Mir with a backstab here, caught looking the wrong way. And that's a nice, easy kill delivered to Electronic. James even trying to take a swing in at the end, and that's because neither route is clear for James' save here. They've got him trapped on an island with no choice but to fight. And a man who so often likes saving just feels uncomfortable when he's thrust into these moments. Cloud9 do a really good job of boxing him in on that AWP.
Could be a very different retake for VP, but Mir, lazy, doesn't check the corner and Cave. Complete oversight there. And that was never meant to be for James, who was trapped by Hobbit, as you said.
Bloating out through A main, and so now they've got to look for answers elsewhere. But this involves essentially like going back to middle as though it's the start of the round. This creep from VP to look for info could give Cloud9 a way back in, but they're going to have to fight for it every step of the way. There's layers to this mid control.
Oh.
And Norbert's even spammed out Electronic, one of the guys who can really get the fires going for Cloud9. Kick to the wayside. Fame falls over in Donut, but
Shadow.
will this set up Flit? Swings out of there, just doesn't want to fall. The spam comes back to haunt Norbert, and James been waiting there since the start of the round. He began his round on that angle in cave, and he dies there with 20 seconds left to give the route to the V play.
Right as he was moving as well, he's just trying to change his angle up a little bit, and Boomich gets they get a kill, and then they just send a solo bomb into B, killing the captain.
Yeah, you know, there's something to be said for the fact that Boomich is not only calling a great game, but he's having a lot of impact as well, right? Even in some of these rounds, just kind of picking off players in little lurk spots when he goes and regroups with the team. He's been good at kind of being that second or sometimes first man in, being a nice kind of supportive element.
Smokes are buying time at least.
Oh, this push through main will net them another kill. Flit just carries on going. Full send on that push, and eventually punished by Boomich, who sits top of the board for Cloud9 right now. Electronic's putting a lot of pressure on in the red room, and he's going to use this to try and come in behind VP and tee up Cloud9 for the A-side take. He wins that first fight, an important one indeed.
Oh,
Fame cleared over in main. And this one, it comes unraveled, comes undone. Electronic very quick on the reposition into Donut. VP just never know where to look.
Some very confident swings coming out of Cloud9 right now. They're just playing like they have nothing to lose. They seem to be farming up so many kills in middle.
Oh, he did. It's this former Na'Vi core that's really just driving it home right now for Cloud9. Last-ditch attempt to salvage a fourth round. And it's a heavier lean over towards B. More of an emphasis around fighting early.
James set that play up for Flit, but Boomich was so quick, he was actually in front of the flashes. That's unbelievable.
This is mad as well,
yeah,
ducking out of there. He's aware of what they're trying to do, how they're trying to pincer him, but he never plays into their hands.
Oh,
beautifully done from Boomich. A wonderful read on this situation, and you can just feel, even based on the micro of that one play right there, he feels like he's in their heads. Fame,
nice.
He's bottom of the board for VP, but he's delivered a clutch double kill down in the donut.
Oh.
Can that be a bit of a turning point here? Perfecto's got him boxed in. Once again, red is the gap. And Perfecto moves up into it, takes it in his stride. Fame tries his hand at the backstab, and he's just seen Perfecto there. He's got this one on a platter. He had 2 kills before this round.
But they know Norbert to be anchor. They can get the bomb down immediately.
Plant comes in. Norbert makes noise over at Donut, and that's a different gun to the one that fought earlier. So now they should know that Fame is trying to make moves through CT. As mentioned, 2 kills coming into this round. 2 kills for Fame, someone who had looked good across the other maps. Can this be his redemption arc? It's not an easy 1v2. He's just going to look to stick this, but no kit on his back. Surely no chance. In behind the box. They haven't found him yet.
Oh.
The Axar will spam him out. The 10-second defuse is denied. And Cloud9 blitz their way forward with 9 rounds under their belt. James has got to collect the rubble and try to rebuild what he can.
You either go home or you go to the group stages here. It is last chance saloon, and the big boom strikes first. Captains clash down the middle through the smoke, and VP just run amok into the stack.
Yeah, very up-tempo play here from Virtus.pro, but it's right into the hands of C9. They are ready for this. They collapse down upon it, and it is Big Boomich with all the kills to make it happen. Can he cement this with magic number 4? Takes one of the dome immediately. He's still got Perfecto, his trusted aid in these trying times, but not needed. It's all coming up Boomich right now. Not just calling a great game, but playing a great game as well. Double digits secured, and it's on the back of this man right here.
Yeah, to think that, you know, last Katowice in 2023, it was Cloud9, albeit with a rather different roster, getting grouped by the Mongolians, whereas VP made the playoffs with the core of Fame, Flit, and Jame, with devastating results for VP to start off their season. And confident swing for Electronic. He has been playing a fantastic series, not required as much in this third map.
3 strong over towards B. They are more than ready for this play out of Virtus.pro.
Just felt like they've had all the right numbers in the right places on these CT sides. Easy shutdown for Hobbit. And Fame, not long for this world either. James attempts a pick, but they're just going to run at him. Ready to swing. Electronic comes through the smoke, and James gets smoked. It's 11-3 and a flawless round for Cloud9. Faith, what little of it ye may have, is surely gone now.
Throughout this entire third map, and sure, it might have been a well-called second, but everyone only remembers the third. That's the one that really matters. Hobbit opens with a molly kill. Boomich throws himself into the fray. One man gets past, and Boomich will get cut down. It's not commed across to Hobbit, and so he will get caught out on an island there. Suddenly there's some legs on this one. Oh, the spam connects. Electronic restores a bit of faith for Cloud9, and now tries to play with some balls. Can't quite deny that bomb in time. Battling back in is Cloud9. It's the 2v1, and it's James. It's now or never. Do or die in a 1v2. He is boxed in. Swinging out, can't find Perfecto, and Cloud9 move onto match and series point after snuffing out the VP force.
Group stage point, a place where you'd expect to see Cloud9 already sit from the name value of this team, but they have been underwhelming in results. This is a reassuring one. To fall to Rebels in a BO1 in the opening day here in Katowice. Axel, the trusted anchor of this A site, molly down. They're going through. He can't even get a shot off in time. Gun not pulled out. They won't even smoke that Molotov. 3 players getting burnt down, but they've got control for now.
That's like the dream opener if you're VP, right? Very little resistance. You get a lot of control on the back of it. This is at least favored for them to close.
Ooh,
and with
close.
Norbert nailing that shot onto Electronic, it should look to happen here. Hobbit falls back in the temple, and it is only Boomich. He's left to try and save. VP want to try and deny that. Aware of the man in cave, so it looks like he might get away with this M4 for VP. That is the start of a very long journey. And so by the time he learns about the terrible truth in main, it's already too late.
I think they're always going to trade him 1-for-1 at literally worst case scenario. That even if his timing is good, it's just about how much molly damage he can do.
Just a tad later, and they have found a gap here potentially, especially if they can deal with Mir down in the elbow. He gets out with a kill. He does his job in the round.
In the site though, I mean, how do Cloud9 recover this one? Have to flash Hobbit through, and they've got nothing of the sort, relying on a big flank. But James is ready for this. Boomich is not missing a beat. Stutter step in, finds that kill. This round is on.
Yeah, clash of the brains there. Boomich pulls up with the brawn. Fame will trade it still. And for Cloud9, after losing him in the cave, you don't imagine they stand any chance of winning this one now. They kind of lost their diamond in the rough. Boomich on for the backstab, removed. And sure, they deal with Norbert. But what can you expect here? They're going to just tap on that bomb. They're going to stick it the full 10 seconds. It's a full commitment. No one's swinging yet. The spam is missing. They can't win it like this. They can't win it like that. Oh, man. The full 10-second stick out of Cloud9 and the ultimate middle finger to VP. That is how VP's journey ends in Katowice. No one had that on their bingo card for 2024. What a fall from grace for Virtus.pro, who posted some great results to open the start of the year. They get full 10 seconds stuck by Cloud9. And that's how James Kingdom crumbles around him.